Early this year, I platinumed all 3 Doom games, but in separate videos. So to celebrate the year coming to a close, and a successful one at that, I wanted to put all 3 Doom games into this one video, just in case no one has seen them yet. So let's start it off with Doom 2016. Welcome to my Doom Platinum series. I'll be platinuming all 3 Doom games in separate videos on this channel. Doom 2016 is the first installment in the new Doom reboot trilogy. Doom 2016 was first released back in 2016 and came out to high praise from critics and fans, and even won Best Action Game at the Game Awards in 2016. Just like the Borderlands series, I have never played a Doom game except for a bad Chromebook port. Doom has 34 trophies and takes roughly around 25 hours to platinum. The games have a Doom guy being awoken from a nice nap and given his armor back. After waking up, we learn that Olivia Pierce, a doctor in the facility, has grown a very big interest in Hell, and wants to open a portal straight to Hell. So with the help of the facility's chairman, Samuel Hayden, we set out to stop Olivia and seal up Hell. After making my way through all the demons inside the facility, I make it to outside into the landscape of Mars. Now being outside, I fought my way through more enemies and into the ending of the mission. I know, very short. But completing this mission earned me my first trophy of the video. The second mission was like the first, and I'd be making my way through the facility and through a ton of enemies. As I went through the mission, I was introduced to challenges. Like any other game, these are optional objectives you can do to gain some rewards. Later on for a trophy, I will have to complete every challenge and every mission. Super fun. But while exploring my next trophy popped, and I completed my last challenge in the mission. The mission ended when we found some recordings by Pierce detailing her plan to open the portal to Hell using the Argent Tower. With the guidance of Hayden, he instructs us to turn off the tower by using some control panels, but Doom guide other plans. In order to make it to the control panels, we first had to stop the tower from melting down by heading to the foundry. The mission was the same mold, and I destroyed a bunch of gore nests, which are essentially spawning points for the enemies, and then made my way to the cooling fans to prevent the entire place from blowing up. Once I turned on the fan, I made my way towards the mission exit, but not before running into Pierce. But before we could kill her, she runs away and locks us out of the room. I mean, she's just fighting fire with fire, so this only makes Doom Guy more mad at going into Mission 4. Mission 4 had me fighting my way through the facility trying to get to the control panels. During this mission, I was introduced to Rune Trials. These are another form of collectible I need to complete. These are literally just mini games that once completed earn me a rune that can give me special abilities to faster glory kills. Once I complete my first trial or my first rune, I got my next trophy. Over 20 minutes later, as I was clearing my way through the mission, I was killing a ton of enemies, and in the process I earned my 200th glory kill for a trophy. Instead of listening to Hayden and carefully turning off the control panels, Doom Guy instead just rips out the power cores and destroys the tower permanently. W free will. Hayden doesn't take too kindly to this and threatens us, but I'm Doom Guy. I can't be killed. Anyway, before we leave, Vega tells us that he has tracked down Pierce to the tower and she is still alive. Mission 5 is our one chance to take down and stop Pierce from opening a portal to Hell. But in order to even make it to the top, I have to climb the entire tower and fight a shit ton of enemies in the process. Low-key thought God of War Ascension had a ton of enemies, but Doom takes the cake and it's not even close. Nothing really special happened during the ascent except when I got the trophy Momentum Shift, upgraded my first room, and I Kirby'd 300 loot items. And then right after this I stumbled into a random locker room. Why is there a locker room in this place? And then I grabbed these magic boots that allowed Doom Guy to double jump. Yeah, you heard that right. I've completed 4.5 missions of this game without being able to double jump. Bethesda being stuck in 2011 isn't even a joke anymore. What the fuck is even Starfield? After climbing for what seemed like hours, I made it to the top and ran into Pierce. She really do got that chocolated build from SpongeBob. Not even 10 seconds after meeting her, she just falls into the tower with the device and opens the portal to Hell. And then also sends us into Hell itself. Mission 6 is the first mission in Hell. In order to escape, I have to fight through more enemies, classic, and then follow these holograms that will lead back to the portal back to Mars. I start hearing some demon in my head talk about he's come back. Like, creepy ass dude, get out of my head, bro. I'm not Randy Orton.
Look at Randy Orton slithering. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
After slaying my way through Hell, I grabbed all the collectibles and enough elite guards to fully upgrade one of the Predator suit categories. Once I cleared through all the enemies, I made it to the portal and escaped Hell back to Mars. The next mission was a nothing burger. All it was a walking simulator to the UAC facility. During this walk, I did run into a new enemy type and these dinosaurs that full sprint into you. In order to kill them, you have to dodge or jump around them and hit them from the back.
Hey, yo!
When I was done my first one, I took it from behind for the glory kill, and I got a trophy for glory killing every common enemy type in the game. The mission ended with me on a train heading towards the UAC facility to talk with Hayden. After riding the train for a little while, it drops me off inside of the UAC facility. Progressing through the building, I ran into another Argent cell. I did explain it earlier, but these are another collectible that allowed Doom Guy to upgrade either his health, ammo capacity, or armor. Up to this point, I upgraded my health since the enemies hit like a truck, so I used this Argent cell maxing out my health and earned a trophy. With the facility pretty much in ruins, I had a quick path to Hayden's office for the meeting. Before even entering the room, Hayden attaches a tether to me so he can pull us back from hell easily. Can we talk about how big this dude is? This man Hayden elite. I promise he drops a triple-double every night.
That's what I'm saying.
The meeting was just Hayden telling Doom Guy where Pierce's lab is and to go there and gather information. After leaving his office, we were back outside. I ran into this section and I'm not even kidding. It took me like 25 minutes to get past. Not because it's hard to progress, just because there are 2 collectibles in this area that for some reason are insanely hard to get. The collectibles across this gap. In order to get them, all you have to do is run and double jump over the gap. But double jump in this game is turbo ass. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So I died over and over again trying to double jump over this gap. Once I did finally make it to the other side, I grabbed a collectible and left. But then I realized there was another collectible over there that I needed to grab, so I jumped over again. The second jump didn't take me nearly as long, and I grabbed a second collectible and moved forward in the mission. Inside our lab, we learned about an artifact known as the Crucible that Pierce was trying to collect. But in order to get it, we needed to return to hell, but we can't return to hell without an Argent accumulator. While searching the lab for one of these accumulators, I ran into this area filled with enemies, collectibles, and this weapon locked in a box in the middle of the area. For some reason, Doom Guy really wanted this weapon, so the next goal is to grab this weapon. To grab this weapon, we had to do some James Bond shit and dodge all these lasers, and then shoot at the lasers to destroy the box and acquire the BLT. Oh, sorry, BFG, I was hungry. This weapon is OP. One shot from this weapon can clear out an entire room of enemies, regardless of strength. The issue is finding ammo for this gun, since it's as hard as finding a girlfriend. The next mission had us going deeper into the lab, searching for the accumulator. Inside the mission was the last trial I needed for my last rune. This trial definitely took me a little bit to complete, because why wouldn't it? When I did complete it, I earned a trophy for getting my last rune. At the end of the lab, as we were about to exit, we got jumped by the cyber demon and began my first boss fight. It just involved me running around the boss and shooting him while dodging his attacks. The BFG also makes boss fights going forward super easy since it depletes a decent amount of their health when hitting them. After killing it, it falls over and allows Doom Guy to steal its Argent accumulator, WRNG, and once he does, it teleports us straight to hell where we begin the second phase of the fight, where the cyber demon somehow gets resurrected. I did die in the second phase, but it's not super hard. All he does is make a super small corridor so you can't escape and send attacks at me that I have to dodge. Loki gives me Trial of Archimedes flashbacks. When I did finally beat him, Doom Guy just glory kills him and popped a trophy. The next mission was a filler mission. Nothing important happened at all except for a coveted trophy pop, and I killed 150 enemies using power-ups. Power-ups spawn on levels and give 4 times damage, increased movement speed, etc. But the mission after this was definitely important, because this is where we're going to have the Crucible. The mission was another Destroying Hell mission where we go through killing every enemy in sight. I did earn 3 trophies in this mission, 2 for collectibles. The first was for fully upgrading my health, ammo capacity, and armor. The trophy popped after I found my last Argent cell and fully upgraded my ammo capacity. The second trophy came after I found the last field drone. These drones unlock weapon mods for every weapon. Weapon mods are pretty straightforward, they mod your weapon. For example, giving the shotgun an explosive shot or the AR missile bullets. When I found the drone, I unlocked the last mod and the trophy. After running around hell for a little while, I made it into the second boss fight and into the Hell Guards. These are the guys who guard the Crucible. This boss fight is harder than the Cyber Demon since in the second phase there are 2 guards instead of 1. I mean, they also have a simple moveset, but they chase you the fuck down. You try to run, they chase you. So basically the only way to beat them is just spam all of the BFG shots and then spray and then pray you don't get jumped. At the end of this fight, I got one of them low and Glory killed them, and then killed the second one, and after doing so, got the trophy for completing the fight. With the guards killed, Doom Guy was able to grab the Crucible without any interference, and when he did, we got sucked back to Mars due to the tether system. Back on Mars, we were instructed by Vega to destroy his facility and cause a massive energy spike to send Doom Guy back to hell. After turning every switch off, we make our way into the main room where before destroying the facility, I found the last data log for my next trophy. With everything turned off, Doom Guy opens up the control panel and destroys the facility and sends himself into hell. But welcome to the final mission of Doom 2016. As you saw earlier in the video, I've been just sweeping through the story, no face cam, nothing, I've been just going. But I want to switch it up for these Doom series and kind of throw it back to the Borderlands series I've done. I've been upgrading my runes as we go through. I only have 1 more rune to upgrade. I've also been doing all the collectibles and going through all of this. I've also have this, which I'm just going to get right now. Bang. Oh no. It's Shorty again. How is she still alive? GG's, she's dead. Rest in piss. How is she turned into a mecha spider looking, Ratchet and Clank looking dude? Alright, I'm gonna just spam this at the start, the BLT. Get myself rip, this is huge. They get the chain gun out. Get the brain. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, 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 ow. GG's. Holy GG's. Oh my god. Oh, she's tripping out. I think she's glitching. She lagging out? I think she's lagging out. Oh, she's dead. Dead. Dead? Can I interact with her like God of War style? Yeah. Shove the BLT in there. Oh! Every nook and cranny. Find all collectibles. There he is. Knee deep in the dead. And who's next? Defeat the spider mastermind. Alright, so I've been very busy. I've grinded out all of these until 2 more masteries left, which are super simple. And then pretty much 1 rune left. Also, 1 more mission challenge. So let's knock these out real fast. And trophy? Oh, never mind. Hold on. Here comes the trophy right here. Yes, I don't know FA. Okay, now I'm gonna sit here and just get to 1 HP. So I can farm the runes. So this rune, basically, the last rune in the game, last rune I have to upgrade is like, once you get to like 5 HP, the time slows and you can just like kill someone at that time, get the mastery. I don't know. Here we go. Now we're slowed. Bottom right, you see saving throw. All right, got 1, and then I'm just gonna reset the checkpoint. You got 1 more left. Okay, I just need to get 1 more, so I didn't get down to like 2 HP, and then time will freeze, and I'll kill an imp. Never mind. There we go. Yes! IDDQD. I don't know what the hell that even means, but another trophy. Let's go. Oh. Got the 50 chainsaw killers trophy. I didn't mean to get that, but hey, we take a free trophy. Okay, I'm at the last part, finally. I just cleared through the entire last mission. Killed 2 Barons of Hell with 1 shot. So basically, all I gotta do is line them up, shoot the BLT, and then, in theory, should get the challenge and the trophy. So, let's click this mission real fast, and then they'll spawn. Okay, there's 1 Baron of Hell. Oh, there's 2 Barons of Hell. Okay, they're both here. I kind of want to get a lot of the other enemies cleared out first, so I can leave them for last, but I'm lined up, though. That's the issue. Let me walk over here. I saw it in a video. You walk over here, and they should line up perfectly. Yes! What else you got? Let's go. So basically, I need to go right here and shoot these little creatures next to these lamps for 100 kills. I probably have like maybe 20. I really haven't used any of these barrels, so. Oh, I was watching a clip on Twitter, and it popped already. Never mind, that was literally my second try at doing this. Now I gotta do 1 more trophy left in the single player, and that's complete the first mission on Ultra Nightmare, which I think is permadeath, but it's just the first mission. This might take me an hour. Oh my god. Death marker, yeah, there's literally death markers, people dying. People died here already? Damn, people. God damn, how ass are you? How do you die in this first place? I'm a little washed, but oh my god. Okay. Holy hell, Mukian. Okay, checkpoint reach. Doesn't matter though, because there's no checkpoints. So. Nade, 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 nade. No! I killed myself! Do not get up close and personal to imps, they will maul me. This is exactly where I died, right here. Holy hell. A lot of blue orbs I need. I really badly need ammo. My shotgun. Welcome to the UAC. Now, this it? There we go, a toe into madness. What a trophy. Now, last 5 trophies are all like multiplayer related trophies, so it shouldn't be that hard to my knowledge at least. So I'm just gonna go to these snap map ones first, and hopefully they pop pretty fast. Okay, so I'm going to do the tutorial. Oh my god, 10 minutes? Oh, it's for a trophy, so let's just do it. Okay, that is the first tutorial done. It took me like 3 minutes. They lied. Oh wait, never mind. Never mind. I still have all of these. Oh my god. There we go. Entryway. Okay, now I'm going to just make my map. So now let's name it Platinum. Nice Platinum Trophy Blue. Nice Platinum Blue. There we go. Shareware. Very finally an easy trophy. Okay, now I'm going to just play 5 snap maps. I think you actually have to finish them, but there apparently is, you see the bottom, quick win. There's a way to just cheese this snap map trophy instead of just grinding like I just did for like 15 minutes. You just spawn in, pick up a rifle, game ends. It's cheesy, but trophy sucks, so I'm just gonna cheese it and I'll catch you when the trophy pops. Apparently this trophy is really glitchy. Apparently I saw on Reddit it's glitch. 9 years since this game came out, so it shouldn't be glitchy, hopefully. But you never know with these trophies, man. There it is. There it is. No rest of the living. It's not the back out of Snap Map and actual multiplayer. Okay, I'm just gonna. If I can find a match, hopefully. Game, like I said, is 9 years old, so hopefully I can actually find a match and get the platinum. Freeze tag, 3 minutes. Hey, I'm doing a playlist that queues just like like 18 modes, so I just queued to that one. I got a match. Maybe the other modes are dead, but this massive playlist might not be. Get on thought, teammate. Oh my god. Oh, the whole group of them up there. This also is not very fun and good. Yeah. I have good aim. My aim pretty good. Okay, radar. Oh, he chowed me. Oh, he's 6.5 HP. Oh, he chowed me. GG's, we lost. Damn, the comeback was looking good too. Man. Alright, it is now the next day. I'm going to get this level 5. I'm like level 4 or something. I need to win a match, and platinum should pop, so we'll see. I'm loading to a TDM. Hopefully I can actually win this and rank up level 5, get the platinum. Let's go. My teammates carry, though. Got a kill. Get this game. Got a kill. Got a kill? On the hand. Oh, I got a trophy. It's not a need, but it's a trophy now. I would take a free trophy pop. Why not? I've done all I can. There's no way we win this match. Yeah, so get one of the trophies though. I should get one of the trophies though. I think I should get level 5 trophy. Pop mid game. I never got it. I don't think I did. Oh, I actually did. I'm just stupid. Kill. Yes. Won a game and yes. Doom Platinum. Very easy multiplayer, thank God. And that is Doom 2016's Platinum Trophy. Hope you all enjoyed this first entry in the series. I won't disclose my ratings yet. I will save that for the final part and rank all 3 games like I did for the Borderlands series. I thoroughly enjoyed myself in this game, and I'm actually looking forward to Eternal. Also, thanks for all the support in the Dying Light 2 video. I put so much work and effort into that video, and for it to be my most viewed video is actually surreal. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. It would mean the world to me. I'm on the road to 100 subs, and that's pretty much it. Later. Welcome back to my Doom Platinum series. I'll be platinuming all 3 Doom games in separate videos on this channel. In the last video, I platinumed Doom 2016, so be sure to check that video out in the description down below. Doom Eternal is the second game in the Doom reboot trilogy. Doom Eternal released back in 2020, and like its predecessor, was nominated for Best Action Game at the Game Awards and 4 more awards, but won none of them. But in its defense, it had hard competition like The Last of Us Part 2 and Ghost of Tsushima, and Doom 2016 had Overwatch. Anyway, Doom Eternal has 34 trophies and is rated a 4 out of 10 difficulty on PSN profiles. The guide also requires 2 playthroughs, even though while editing this video, I only needed 1, but I was just too stupid to realize it. Doom Eternal began with Doom Guy and his massive ship opening a portal to Earth. 12 years after the events of Doom, Doom Guy is tasked with stopping the invasion of Earth from Hell and its demons. In order to stop the invasion, we have to hunt down and kill all 3 Hell Priests. Not even 5 minutes into the first mission, we run into our first Hell Priest, and it wasn't even a boss fight. Doom Guy just slaughters him and keeps his head as a trophy. Kratos type shit. Just like Doom, there are a ton of collectibles in this game and are pretty much the same as the last game. Mod bots, codexes, etc. But there are a few new ones added as well, like Slayer Gates, but more on those later. Doom Eternal is the same as Doom 2016 in the aspect of its mission after mission of combat sections. So not gonna lie, it gets hella boring. But with the faster and updated combat, it makes the game more fast-paced and more fun than Doom. Okay, back to the story. After completing the first section, we enter this portal that brings us to this floating temple. We run into the other 2 Hell Priests, and Doom Guy's aura farms after he throws a priest head in front of them and scares him off. And the Con Maker shows up and warns Doom Guy that he shouldn't pursue the priest and that Earth is doomed. Doom Guy doesn't like this and just walks out of this convenient portal and goes back to his ship. After walking through the portal, we pop our first trophy of the video. Back on the ship, you are introduced to Sentinel Crystals. These are like the Argent cells from the previous game and can help upgrade your health, ammo capacity, or armor. After using the crystal, I got another trophy. The next mission has traveling to this ruined city by the orders of Vega to rebuild some locator to find the other 2 Hell Priests, after they went into hiding after the whole head nonsense. Inside the city, we had to go through hordes and hordes of enemies to progress the story. As I made my way through the mission and while collecting the collectibles, I ran into my first rune. Unlike Doom, you don't have to do any stupid rune trial BS. All you do is pick what rune you want, and that's it. The runes are definitely 10 times worse in this game, but whatever. After progressing a little bit more into the city, we went into a game-breaking, industry-shaking new ability, in the dash. I don't know what Bethesda and id Software's problem is with introducing common game mechanics into their games missions in, but they keep doing it anyway. Please, Bethesda, make these available from the start in Dark Ages, please.
No.
I mean, if you watch my Doom video, you know how awful double jump was. Sometimes it worked, and sometimes it didn't. And I'm happy to announce double jump is still bipolar, and so is the dash ability. Bravo, devs. At the end of this section, we get into a cutscene where the guy named King Novak tells us that we can't kill the Hell Priest as it's against some code or law. But even though Doom Guy respects the king and kneels before his ghostly figure, he still steals the item we need and walks out of the room. The next step of the mission is to activate the locator, and in order to do that, we have to go to Hell to find some guy named the Betrayer. The first fight in Hell did earn me a trophy after I did my 33rd unique glory kill. So, after destroying a massive demon body, shooting more enemies, and following the Dave Blunt's cup, I ran into a Slayer key. Now, these are important and can actually earn me a trophy. This allows you to open up a Slayer gate that holds a massive enemy encounter. These encounters low-key last like 2 to 3 minutes, and it's just straight mayhem, with enemy after enemy spawning. When I did complete my first one, I got a trophy. The mission ended with us finding the Betrayer and getting to an unskippable cutscene where he just says the same exact thing as the king and tells Doom Guy that what he's doing is wrong and he should stop it. But even after saying all of this, he still activates the locator and says on our merry way. Make it make sense. And that completes mission 2. Just like Doom 2016, there are 13 levels in this game and each one takes roughly 40 minutes to an hour to complete. I actually expected this game to take much longer since it's a sequel, but I'm not complaining since I have to play it again. The next mission was a basic filler mission where we infiltrated some cult base in Greenland to obtain the super shotgun. I don't know how Doom Guy lost all of his weapons, because at the end of the last game he had them all, but whatever, classic game logic. I did earn a trophy this mission for just killing over 600 enemies in the game, and I'm only 3 missions in. The mission ends with Doom Guy getting back his trusty shotgun and hopping on a train to track down the next Hell Priest. Mission 4 started off the best way possible, fighting demon after demon on a moving bullet train, brings me back to my treasure hunting days. After getting off the train, we arrived in the main base, and boy oh boy is there a ton of enemies here. It's generally just fight after fight. Now of course every single mission is like this, but this one is different. Midway through the mission, we exit to the outside and run into these floating rock climbing walls. I'm sure every Doom Eternal Platinum video says the same thing, but these things. These are hell. They don't work. With how bad the movement in this game is and inconsistent it is, these floating walls only make it work, so I swear Doom Guy only grabs them when he wants to. There are times where I'll jump to them and click grab and Doom Guy just says, nah, and just drops to his death. Another awesome, perfectly working mechanic added to the game. W Bethesda. But anyway, after the brain rot parkour section, we stumbled into the building into our first boss fight of the video. It's one of those fights where after the boss fight, the boss just turns into a regular enemy to fight. Super anticlimactic. And in order to kill him, either spam the plasma rifle at him until his shield blows up and he is vulnerable, or you can just shoot his hoverboard and make him fall off that way. After destroying his shield or knocking him off his hoverboard, you can spray weapons at him in order to kill him. With the boss fight over, we move into another massive combat section. We run into not one, but two more Doom Hunters with their funny little health bars. It didn't take me long to kill these guys, and after I did, we get into a cutscene where the second Hell Priest confronts us and tries to reason with us. But he does know he's talking to Doom Guy, right? Or was a worse listener than Frank Castle. Instead of hearing him out, Doom Guy just pulls out his hidden blade and chops his head off, and went on his merry way again. With the mission over, we pop another trophy. Mission 5 is probably the best mission so far. It tasks us with destroying the Super Gore Nest so it doesn't take over Earth. This is all a plan by the Con Maker to delay the death of the last Hell Priest. Now, of course, we can't just shoot the Gore Nest to destroy it, but we have to go around the map and find 3 keys in order to unlock the mouth and blow it up from the inside. I got the yellow key before we make it to the Gore Nest. It was like after 4 enemy encounters. So with the yellow key in hand, I made it to the actual Gore Nest and inserted the yellow key in. Now for the next 2, I had to venture inside the facility that is located underneath the nest. Inside the facility, I found my way through more enemies until I made it into this waterfall. After I climbed to the top of the waterfall, I got the second key in the red one. So now the red one, I can open up the room to the heart of the Gore Nest. Once I entered the room, I was tasked with a new objective: turn on the power. I usually turn on the first switch, but the second one was locked behind a door, and in order to get around the door, I need to go on a 10-minute side quest. On the side quest, I ran into the blue key inside of the back rooms. Now with the blue key, I returned to the outside and inserted the red and blue keys into the nest and unlocked the mouth and entered it. Now inside the second mouth was the second power switch, and with it flipped on, I got a 100-second time limit to escape before it blows up. Once I escape, the cutscene of the nest exploding plays and the mission ends. Back on this ship, I forgot about the sentient batteries. These are basically keys to unlock rooms on the ship that hold collectibles. I then used 8 of my sentinel batteries and got a trophy. The next mission needed us to travel to the ARC facility to find Dr. Hayden, since the Con Maker has blocked the signal of the last Hell Priest, and Hayden will be used to help us find them, even though he did turn on us in the end of Doom, but whatever. This mission, like the last 5, is the same. Enemy encounter after enemy encounter until the end of the mission where the good stuff happens. Not gonna lie, these games are near impossible to script. I mean, there is literally no story to script around. Now, I don't want to hear any Doom lore experts in my comment section saying it's not hard. It is near impossible, but I'm trying my best for y'all. At the end of the level, we made it to the ARC facility and came in contact with actual humans. I know, it's weird. I haven't seen a single human in any of these games yet, unless you include Doom Guy and whatever Olivia Pierce was. Then, after seeing all the humans run away, maybe from Doom Guy's aura, we find Samuel Hayden, but he's missing half of his body. What kind of side quest does this motherfucker go on since Doom? Anyway, right before we were about to leave, we got jumped by another boss, the Marauder. Just like the Doom Hunters do, another common enemy type turned boss fight. Now, these enemies are genuinely, I know it says in like every video I make, the worst enemies I've ever faced in a video game. Like, there was no time to even hit them. And when you do stun him, he just instant recovers and goes back to spamming attacks. He has this shield that he just holds in his hand all the time. Then he has this ghost dog he sends at you. Then he can shoot a double barrel shotgun. And then after that, if he's bored, he just swings his stupid axe at you. Basically, all you can do to beat him is just wait for the stacker window and then play a long game. After I did kill him, Doom Guy just grabs Hayden's half body and walks into the Vega portal and back to the ship. With Hayden now in possession, we power him back up, and he tells exactly where the third and final Hell Priest is located. But in order to get him, we have to go to the secret city inside Mars's core. The only issue is that the entry to Mars core will take a long time to get to, and we don't have that time. So Doom Guy comes with a plan to use a BF-1000, a BFG turned into a massive space gun, to shoot a hole into Mars's core. Mission 7 is exactly that. I ended up speedrunning my way through the entire level into the massive BFG gun. With the help of Vega, he overrides the security system and allows Doom Guy to blow open a hole in Mars. Similar to what I did to your girl last night. I've never touched a girl. So with Mars blown over, we make our exit to the escape pod inside another facility to escape to Mars. Before I left though, I found another Sentinel Crystal and fully upgraded my ammo capacity for another trophy. After escaping in the pod, we arrived in another forgotten lost city. All there was to do here was fight more enemies until a massive portal opened and we got transported to the city where the last Hell Priest is located. Walking through this portal earned me a trophy. This city was home to dark memories of Doom Guy's past from when he was badly injured and forced to fight in the Sentinel Prime Arena. Speaking of said arena, years later we now return to this arena and begin the first actual boss fight of the game in the Gladiator. It genuinely wasn't a hard fight, like the Marauder is 10 times harder in this fight. All you have to do is shoot him when his eyes glow green and stagger him over and over again until he drops his shield and the second phase begins. The second phase takes way longer because he just absorbs every shot and then deals a stupid amount of damage to you. But after another 5 minutes, I did defeat the beast, and right after the final Hell Priest spawned behind me, and Doom Guy didn't even give him a chance to speak and gave him head.
Bro, really?
And with the final Hell Priest dead, we popped the next story trophy. In the next mission, I ran my last Slayer gate. Like I explained earlier, there are super easy enemy encounters, especially since I'm on easy mode. The only thing is that they take a long time to complete. I earned a trophy after I completed my last one. This mission has a special trophy surrounding it. In order to earn it, you have to 100% complete everything in the mission. I mean, like every other mission, but this one has a trophy. That's what I'm saying. The whole goal of this mission is to acquire Doom Guy's Crucible, since we learned from Hayden that the Con Maker is attempting to awake the Icon of Sin, a massive alien creature, and the Crucible will help defeat it. At the end of the level, after I acquired all the Crucible parts, I made the Crucible and acquired it, and then popped 2 trophies. One for 100% completion of a level, and the second for acquiring the Crucible. The next mission was literally boring as hell, so I'm just gonna skip it, but I did earn a trophy in this level when I acquired my 20th extra life. So mission 11 is gonna get fully skipped since it's part 2 of the last mission, so easy skip. But mission 12 is where bulk of the trophies came from. The main goal with mission is to stop the Con Maker before she awakes the Icon of Sin. As I arrive at the location, we find her praying. Before she can talk to Doom Guy, he just stabs the brain of the Icon of Sin and awakes it. So now with the Icon of Sin now awake, the goal now switches to creating the portal back to Earth to stop the Icon of Sin. One way around space, activating portal rings earn 3 collectible trophies. The first was for completing the album collection. These are just album covers from various id Software games. The second is for fully upgrading every Predator suit upgrade, as I found my last Predator suit token. And the third and last was for completing the toy collection. Unlike Doom 2016, these are actual toys and not unlocked for the character viewer, who actually uses those unless it's the Arkham games. Okay, so now with all the rings aligned and the portal activated, I made my way towards the portal entrance, but not before getting jumped by the Con Maker.
What the fuck, yo? God damn!
After spending the whole game chasing the Con Maker and the Hell Priest, we finally get a chance to defeat her. Just like the other boss fights, it's not even a hard fight except for when her annoying ass makes the floor electric and drains all my health. After moving the higher ground and punching her 8 times after draining her health, I defeated the Con Maker once and for all and popped the trophy for defeating her. Now, finally, the last mission of the game, number 13. This mission takes place exclusively back on Earth, where we fight our way through enemy after enemy and buildings until we make it to the final fight. Before entering the boss fight, I got my last collectible trophy after I earned my last codex page. Now, the final boss fight. The Icon of Sin. He's just a massive demon towering over skyscrapers of Earth. In order to defeat him, you have to destroy his armor on all 8 of his limbs, and then once that phase is over, the second phase needs you to do the same thing, but with his naked body. Oh hell no. I don't know how Doom Guy's supposed to win this. Gotta destroy his armor? Alright. Okay, I destroyed 1 armor piece. Did I destroy his head? I destroyed his head, okay. Give him head. Wait, hold on now.
Oh, hell no! That's
Idiot, there we go. What's gonna happen next? The second, oh my god! Hold on now. Okay, his head's destroyed. Oh, is he rotating? Oh, he's hitting a rotate. Rotate. Oh. Catch him. Oh, hold on now. That might be the method. Hold on, I found a glitch maybe. Got too far away. Howling the hell out of me. Go! I destroyed all his body parts, but he's still standing. Oh, there we go, cutscene. The once and future Slayer. There we go. Game over, got the cleanup to do, and we're going to start off with getting a cheat code right here in the Fortress of... For simple. I had no clue to get this one, but now I do. Drop down. There we go. Okay, there's a weapon right here called the Unmaker, whatever. I forgot to unlock it before I started the last mission, so here it is. It gets a trophy I'm unlocking anyway. I probably should save this, but nah, I want to do it now. Oh my god. Meet your Unmaker. I have 8 weapon masteries to get. I'm loaded to this one. Exact look right here, so I keep on this guy. Bang. Weapon mastery. Got 7 left. Mastery tokens. 7 mastery unlocked. Left, I mean. I can go through right now, and I can just bypass the challenge and get the trophy. In reality, I think. Probably not really hard, though, but I don't feel like doing it, and in theory, this should be the trophy, right? Yes, gun completionist. Oh my god, it makes it 10 times easier. I don't gotta sit for 3 hours and grind weapon masteries. Like, okay, the next trophy on my screen is complete a mission using famine cheat. Okay, we're back. So basically, a cheat code with a cheat code famine is like they just don't have health on death. Very hard. It's a very short mission. Run through this. I'll probably skip to the end or skip to the boss fight. There's a boss fight in this. Wait, did I activate the famine cheat? I don't think. Sentinel Prime, famine mode. Now let's go. Okay, I'm already at the boss fight. Already staggered him. Very simple boss fight. Now that I know that you just do him instead of the shield. Oh, I have this thing too. I forgot I had this thing too. Oh, no, I'm wasting it. There we go. Second phase ready. TFG. A lot of health off of him. I got 18 extra lives too, so I'm not really worried about the health. Melt him. He better die. Here we go. Already dead. Boss fight. There we go. Master of Fasting. Everyone seemed to the first mission, but that mission I just did was short and just there was no enemies to fight except for the boss fight. With all the single player trophies done except for one, I've made my way to the multiplayer for these 5 trophies. The multiplayer in Doom Eternal is way different than Doom. Instead of a ton of modes, there's one single mode you have to play. Battle mode. Battle mode is just Doom Slayer versus 2 demons. First to 3 round wins. There are 5 multiplayer trophies I need to earn. Playing as 5 different demons, getting 8 kills with all Slayer weapons, deal 5,000 damage as a demon, play 25 total matches, and heal yourself or your teammate for 50,000 health. Okay, multiplayer section now. I play this battle mode or whatever. I don't even know what it even is, but apparently it sucks. Hopefully I can crank this out quick without boosting. Yeah, kill the Slayer. Game mode was terrible. Oh my god. There we go. Killer dead. I win this here. Die, Slayer. Yes. 1-3-2. You kill him? Yes. This guy's just challenging me, dude. God damn. Dude, can you kill the other dude? Thank you, man. Finally. Yes. Next in match. I wasn't even looking at the screen. First multiplayer trophy. Play as 5 different player demons in battle mode. That took me exactly 58 minutes. That is terrible. The next trophy I got was for killing a player with each Slayer weapon. Like I said earlier, there are a total of 8 weapons, the same ones from the story. All you have to do is kill a demon with them, and the trophy is yours. Okay, I need to do this gun. Hey. Let's go. Yes, got all the demons killed, and I get the BFG, and I can get that last kill, and hopefully the trophy. Yeah. I got a kill with every single weapon. Did I not? No, well, there's a trophy though. I'll take a free weapons expert trophy, but not even 40 minutes later, while grinding for kills and matches for another 2 trophies, I got over the 50,000 damage threshold and popped my next trophy. Oh, fight like hell. That's 5,000 damage with the demons. I've been grinding for a long time now. I need one more match. You can see right here, one more match. What, 63 more kills and then a lot of healing. After I play this match, I should top a trophy. So let's do this. Trophy. Man versus monsters. Play 25 matches. Okay, now for the last 2 multiplayer trophies. These ones take a bulk of the time. They're not even hard trophies, but just super grindy ones. For this first one, heal 50,000 health. All I did was when I was playing as a demon, I would take damage from the Slayer and then run away and heal over and over again. And if my teammate uses health bubble, I'll run over to his too. So after a couple more matches, I finally got enough health. And heal some more. Double heal this. Oh, there it is. Truth between demons. It popped mid-match. Let's go. The last one killed 200 enemies. This doesn't seem hard on paper, right? But it is, because battle mode is only 3 total players. So you're lucky if you get 5 kills a match as a Slayer, and maybe 1 to 2 as a demon. The easiest I found to do this was to queue into a match as a Slayer and just farm the demons for a while. Since if both demons aren't dead at the same time, they keep respawning, so it's an infinite farm. I did this method once or twice and got a lot of kills doing it, and at the end of this, I only have 20 left. I only need 2 more. And double team. Kill this guy, the trophy should pop. There it is, bloodbath! Now, time for the final trophy, running up the high score. All this trophy requires is to finish a playthrough in extra life mode with at least 10 extra lives. This one is actually super easy. I already played the game on easy mode and acquired way more than 10 lives, so I wasn't even worried going into this playthrough. Okay, after speedrunning the entire main story, I mean, it probably took me like 5 hours. I don't know how long it took me. I made my way through the entire thing, and now we're at the final boss fight right here at Icon of Sin. Once I beat this boss fight, I beat the final cutscene, whatever, I forget. I haven't finished the story in days. I will get the platinum. I'll get the last trophy. Okay, I'm about to kill him right here. I see like one more limb right here, and then the platinum should pop. Yes, he's dead. Yes, yes. Running up the high score, and heavy metal. And that is Doom Eternal's Platinum Trophy. This game is definitely better than Doom 2016 with the updated movement and just better mechanics in general. Just like the first video, I'm not going to reveal my ratings on these games yet until Dark Ages video. Speaking of Dark Ages, it doesn't come out until May 15th, so expect that video late May. In the meantime, I'm working on Mafia 2 since Old Country comes out this year, so expect that video out before Dark Ages. We're on the road to 200 subscribers now. Thanks everyone so much for subbing. Be sure to like and comment too, it made the world to me. But that's pretty much it. Later. Welcome back to my Doom Platinum series, where I'll be platinuming all 3 Doom games in separate videos on this channel. And welcome to the last part in Doom the Dark Ages. Dark Ages is the third and final Doom game in the reboot trilogy. Keyword trilogy, since they could make more in the future, but for now, this is the last one. Doom the Dark Ages first released back on May 15th and came out to mixed reviews from review outlets because, you know, what's new? They'd rather give Overwatch a 91 and Dark Ages an 85. I personally believe this is the best Doom game in the trilogy. Now I know it's gonna get a lot of hate because everyone glazes Eternal, deservedly so though. Dark Ages has by far the easiest platinum of all 3 Doom games, mainly because there is no more multiplayer. Thank you id Software for doing something amazing, getting rid of those godforsaken multiplayers.
We did it. We did it!
There are collectibles with the other Doom games, but if you just follow a per chapter guide, it's pretty straightforward. There are only 2 steps to getting this platinum. Step 1, completing the main story and getting all the collectibles, and Step 2, picking up all the other trophies. The game starts off with a cutscene. Yes, an actual cutscene. Thank you id Software. You know what? For this video, let's start an id Software W count, because there's gonna be a lot. Okay, the cutscene starts off with Thera, a Sentinel commander, calling the Makers for help from the demons. And the help that they're calling for is Doomslayer. Now, Doomslayer can't just freely leave because he's being held captive by the Makers with a tether system, and they can just bring him back any time. But since Bishop Creed is scared for his life, he does send Doomslayer and starts. Mission 1 is basically an introduction mission to learn all the new mechanics added to the game. Dark Ages takes a much slower paced approach where Doomguy feels like a walking tank. Like, no, this dude is a unit. I personally enjoy this slower type of pace, even though it's not even that slow like everyone said on Twitter, but whatever. This mission just had us defending the village from the demons and grabbing all the collectibles in the level. The mission ends in a standoff between Doomguy and the demons of hell on his turret. This standoff also spawns a Titan, a massive demon, and in order to progress to the next chapter, we have to defeat it. Now you may think it would be difficult to defeat, but not really. Might be the easiest fight ever. I just spray the turret to defeat it and end the combat section and enter us into another cutscene. This cutscene consists of Doomguy getting beamed back up to the Maker's ship to go back to his cell. We then cut to the main villain of the game, Prince Azrak, the leader of hell. Find him studying film on Doomguy in the fight in the village. Bro is not Patrick Mahomes. We basically learn in order for Azrak to fully take over and rule Hell, he needed to take out Doomguy since he is the only person all of Hell fears. Another successful aura farm from Doomguy. Also, ending this cutscene got me my first trophy. At the start of chapter 2, we learn about how the Makers are holding Doomguy hostage inside of their ship. They are basically just using an arc reactor to shock Doomguy anytime he acts up to keep him in place. And since they do it so much, it just makes Doomguy tweak more and more. So the best thing they can do is send him down to the ground and defend another location in Hebeth, the Sentinel outpost being overrun by demons. On the ground, we get introduced to another brand new mechanic in the shield. This is the main gameplay offering in this game and allows you to parry, block, and saw a demon in half. As I'm on my way through the mission, I ran into my first piece of gold. Now, gold is used to upgrade the weapons and Doomguy's abilities, but the only issue is I can't upgrade anything. Because if I do, I'll be locked out of a trophy. Let me explain. At the time of playing, there's a glitch going around that locks you out of the trophy Berserker if you upgrade anything before you have enough gold to upgrade everything. So in short, I can't upgrade anything into the last chapter while I will have enough gold and all the abilities to upgrade and pop like 5 trophies. Yeah, super annoying. I literally have to raw dog the entire game with no upgrades. Midway through the mission, I ran into my first demon demon with demonic essence. These are basically the Argent cells or Sentinel crystals from the last 2 games and upgrade either your health, armor, or ammo capacity. But instead of just collecting a collectible, you have to kill a mini boss type of enemy in order to get it. Now most times these enemies aren't hard, including this one, and I easily killed him and got the essence and my next trophy. Now with the outpost being overran and about to be destroyed, Doomguy thinks of one final idea: the mech. This massive machine is one of the advertised new features out of the Dark Ages. Now this mech is really fun at first, but as the game progresses, it just gets super repetitive since it's the same combat in every level that's involved in. But you know what, I will give id Software a W for this, since it's a cool new feature that they hopefully expand in the 4th game. In order to protect the city from blowing up, we needed the mech to fight our way through Titans so we could make it to the city's barrier core and grab it. Once I grabbed it, I began Chapter 3. Chapter 3 is one of those chapters that has no collectibles and is Titan only. Now I love these type of chapters since I don't have to look for collectibles and you're just playing as a giant mech. Peak gaming. At the end of the gauntlet, Doomguy knocks out the last Titan and picks up the barrier core, and instead of just throwing it down the bottomless pit, he shoves it into the Titan's mouth and then pushes him into the bottomless pit. Aura. We then get entered into a cutscene that lays some groundwork for the plot going forward.
I did as you asked. Now please, let her soul be at peace.
And the heart of Argent
Is sealed in a chamber. I told you I cannot open it. No one can.
Chapter 4 starts off back at the Sentinel Barracks where the same priest in the last cutscene just snitches on himself and reveals how he gave up the location of the Heart of Argent. Please, Doomguy, kill this dude. Now, no one really knows what the Heart of Argent is, but it's rumored to be in this location, so we travel there. But Doomguy can't leave since the demons decided it was a great time to attack the barracks. So while Thera and King Novak need to go find the Heart of Argent, we left at the barracks to defend it from a demon attack. Now, if you have my other Doom videos, you know how hard it is to script these games. I mean, all they are a combat encounter for combat encounter with some story mixed in. Now, thanks to id Software, they actually locked in and made some cutscenes and a coherent story so I can actually script around that. But still, how am I supposed to script a mission that is just fighting without making the video feel rushed? Okay, anyway, second rant of the video over, back to the main broadcast. Near the end of the mission, we run into the Vigari champion. Now these enemies suck. I mean, they're not as bad as the Marauders from Eternal, but still very annoying. In order to defeat them, you have to destroy the armor on its legs to damage it, or somehow flank around it and shoot its sack. Once I did defeat it, I popped the trophy. The chapter ended with us heading over to the hangar and grabbing Doomguy's dragon. Yes, a dragon. This is the second new gameplay mechanic that has been added to Dark Ages that makes the game feel so much different from its predecessors. Now just like the mech sections, the dragon gets super repetitive very fast. I mean, come on. Is Doomguy flying a dragon? That's a win for me. The next chapter takes us to the supposed location of the Heart of Argent. When we arrive, the location is being overrun by Hell's forces with massive ships we need to take out and the ground forces. We just fire on the dragon, going location to location to grab all the collectibles and gold for upgrades later on. We also destroyed all of the ships and they are really easy to defeat since every single stationary enemy on the dragon is exactly the same. Yeah, I see why most people say these combat sections are repetitive, but anyway. After destroying every ship and grabbing both key cards, we landed at the location. Now of course, before entering the building, we got into a combat encounter. Not a super hard one, but we had to fight a damn Vigari. After I defeated the Vigari, I made my way into the building and into another cutscene.
Ignite the charges.
Chapter 6 starts out at the Sentinel Stronghold. We see King Novak and Thera talking about the Heart of Argent and what they should do with it since all of Hell wants it. We then get taken up to the Maker's ship where we see Doomslayer still being held captive but actively resisting the effects of the tether until he sees a map of Hell's forces going towards the stronghold and he just fully breaks free from the tether to make his way to the ground. On the ground, we get into the battlefield and try to contain and fight back against Hell's forces. This mission takes place in a massive battlefield and is basically an open world section, similar to like Seattle Day 1 and Last of Us Part 2, if you know you know. I actually enjoy these sections since it's a mini break from all of the high-paced levels coming later on and allows me to grab some collectibles in any order I want. Once I grab all the collectibles, I'm on my way towards the stronghold, but not before seeing a Titan combo a mech and throw him into the barrier and destroy the shield protecting the stronghold. Now with the shield destroyed, Chapter 7 needs us to defend the stronghold from the attack forces from Hell. This chapter felt like a normal Doom chapter and took place in a smaller area filled with enemy after enemy. Classic. After I had to defeat all the demons and progress forward into the stronghold to make it to the king, we ran into Prince Azrak ore farming on top of his ship, making his way towards the stronghold to steal the Heart of Argent.
No more tricks, old king. Tell me where it is. Run.
At the start of Chapter 8, Thera debriefs the Slayer in the Heart of Argent, and that if Azrak gets a hold of it, he'll be as powerful as a god and maybe even stronger than Doomslayer himself. Now of course she also says they have no idea what the second part of it is, which is a good and a bad thing for both parties. Back at the Maker's ship, we see Prince Azrak take over a Maker drone and tries to persuade Bishop Creed into joining the search for the second piece of the Heart of Argent. But since Creed is also scared of the Slayer, he just shoots down the drone and declines his offer. We then cut back to the Slayer where he is dropped off in the Abysmal Forest to make his way towards the Ancestral Forge to gain more power in his quest to defeat Azrak. As I traversed the forest collecting everything my way, I ran to the entrance to the forge, but in order to enter, I needed to defeat another mini-boss, the Agadon Hunter. This was by far an easier fight than the Vigari, it only took me like 2 minutes to defeat. Now yes, I was playing the game on normal mode, so the bosses were easier. Sue me. After I defeated the hunter, I got the trophy. Inside of the forge, it was the same old enemy after enemy. Oh, I forgot to mention, this is a brand new chapter, not the same one, so we had to grab another 15 collectibles. As we made our way inside the forge, Doomslayer places his shield inside of it and lets Thera begin to power it up. We also get a peek at Bishop Creed spying on Doomguy using the tether that's still on him. And once Thera activates the forge, she uses all of her power to get one drop of blue goo onto the shield to power it up and unlock shield runes. These are basically different abilities tied to the shield, similar to the weapon mods. Oh, this also got me a trophy requiring my first shield rune. As we left the forge, we get teleported to Hell. This is where the next couple of chapters take place. As soon as we arrive, we enter into a cutscene between Azrak, Bishop Creed, and the Witch. Creed explains to them that he can give the location of Thera and the Slayer to them since the tether is still active. The Witch then adds that the Heart of Argent is inside of Thera and that they must not harm her in order to protect the heart and her god. So if I was following along correctly, Thera has the Witch's god inside of her, and the Witch wants the god to be freed, and in turn free the Heart of Argent as well? As I arrived at the location, I found no sign of him and got a vague message from Azrak about our time will come. Like, my brother, you ain't Thanos. I'm inevitable, headass. With Slayer being defeated, we head back to Sentinel Command Center where Bishop Creed was waiting for Thera for a meeting. With Thera and Creed now kidnapped, we have to go rescue them, but in order to get into the realm where they are kept, we have to free a creature called the Old One. As soon as we arrive, we get into a mini boss fight with the Komodo champion. This guy was also fairly easy, but I did struggle a little bit more than the Agadon fight, but I actually really enjoyed this fight compared to the other two, since I actually feel like there was a lot more skill involved in this one. Once I defeated it, I got the trophy of defeating the champion. Using our dragon, we flew from location to location, breaking these statues in order to free the old one. The mission also had some brain dead collectible locations though, I'm not gonna lie. There were some collectibles that took me so far off the main story path that made this mission take me over an hour to complete. After destroying all the statues, we made it to the BFC, the Ballistic Force Crossbow, which will help us free the old one. I also got a trophy for grabbing it. By using the BFC, we were able to make it back to this button to free all of the chains on the old one, and free him once and for all from his captivity. But even after freeing him, he didn't even stop for us, so Doom Guy had to run up and catch him. But come on, fellas, look at these back shots. This is peak gaming here, folks. Oh, and here's the trophy for completing Chapter 14 as well. So for the next 23 hours, I didn't get any trophies. Now, I know that sounds way worse than it actually is. I just had stuff to do for a couple hours, and my next trophy didn't pop for like 5 chapters, so that's really it. But anyway, using the old one, he brought us to the realm where Creed and Thera are being held by Azarak and the Witch. Now, I thought the last level had annoying collectibles, but Chapter 15 and 16 take the cake by far. These are by far the most confusing levels I've played in all of the Doom games. There are random rooms everywhere, confusing puzzles, and oh, a shit ton of water. And I mean a shit ton. Pretty much every collectible in these levels are in water, and you can't even see the collectibles in the water because, you know, it's water. I literally had to backtrack multiple times to grab the collectibles I didn't even see. At the end of Chapter 16, I ran into the spinning box puzzle that honestly hurt my brain from all the spinning it did. After I completed the puzzle, I entered a green portal and finished Chapter 16. Chapter 17 then took us to this beach where we had to follow these gates in order to progress further into the realm to make it to Thera. Yeah, that was basically it for Chapter 7, so I'm not going to bore you with explaining every detail about this level, but it was pretty cool, I'm not going to lie. At the end of the chapter, after activating this portal, we get a visit from the old one. I don't know what got into the old one, but he just straight up ate us. Can't have shit in this game. So the next chapter takes place inside of the old one. After I went through his entire body, I made it to one of his organs, I don't really know which one, and grabbed the BFC and exploded it and made him spit us out. With the old one dead, we arrived at the Jotunheim steps, if you know you know, and began to climb the Thera. As we arrived at Thera, Doom Guy tried to free her.
She has the spirit of an ancient sentinel god within her.
With the heart of Argent now in the hands of Azarak, he escapes and leaves Doom Guy trapped. With the use of his bare hands, Doom Guy ripped the tether off of him, causing a massive explosion, freeing him from the prison, but also landing him in some acid and killing him, and ending the game. I'm just kidding. You think falling into acid and dying would stop Doom Guy from killing the demons?
No.
Doom Guy puts up in the Harbor of Souls, where he grabs his shotgun and starts Undead Nightmare, but the Doom version. In order to make it out of this place, we need to make it to this boat that will take us out of the harbor. Now, Doom Guy did not hold back on these demons and destroyed his way all the way to the boat. When we arrived at the gate, the guard told Doom Guy they needed to pay to enter. Yeah, that was a bad idea. Once he heard the money was involved, he just shot the guard in the spot. Bro was cheaper than Mr. Krabs. He then straight up steals the boat and then drives into this gate to exit the harbor. Back on the surface, we found the Sentinels doing a ritual to bring Doom Guy back since they have his helmet, and I'm happy to say, it worked. And Doom Guy returned back to the land of living and started his assault to finally defeat Prince Azarak. In order to defeat Azarak, we needed to clear out the battlefield so we could make our way to his ship. While Doom Guy was gone, Hell set up some turrets on the ground, so our first objective was to take these out. At the first turret tower, I ran into my last health essence boss. The boss was just a revenant, so it really wasn't hard at all. I just needed to defeat the rest of the enemies in order to damage it. When I did get a chance to damage it, I defeated it pretty easily and grabbed my last health essence and got a trophy. The next turret tower had nothing of importance, but the last one did, and I had my last armor essence trophy. The boss this time was the Acolyte, a new enemy added to the Dark Ages. These enemies are similar to a lot of other enemies and shoot things at you and also clone themselves. After I was able to damage it like the last boss, I defeated it and grabbed my last armor essence and got the trophy. With all the turret towers defeated, we made our way to the dragon and flipped to the Maker's ship to have a talk with Creed. Yeah, there really wasn't even talk since Doomguy was pissed at Creed, so he began a fight with him. This fight surprisingly had 2 phases, but yet again, wasn't too hard. The first phase just consisted of him moving super fast around his ship in the exact same spot he held Doomguy hostage, all while shooting projectiles at Doomguy. At the end of phase 1, we kicked him out of the window and onto the floor below, where he undresses himself to reveal his gross-ass body and turn him into even more of a freak. Now, this second phase was much cooler than the first one, with massive walls and spikes in the floor that you have to dodge. Oh, and also when you shoot him this time, his fat rolls just fall off and reveals a robotic body and turns him into even more of a freak. After knocking him out onto the ground, he pleads for life, but Doomguy does not want to listen.
Wait. Thera. Azaric is keeping her alive on his ship. If she dies, his power would die with her. I can take you to her.
Now with Creed killed, Doomguy turned attention back to Azrak and Thera. Before being able to have the one-on-one fight with Azrak, we need to take down the Old One. So apparently Azrak arrived the Old One since he promised the witch earlier that he would free her god, and the Old One is just that. This boss fight was very simple since we were in a mech suit and not on the ground. Trust me, it would have been so much cooler on the ground. It was just another hell yeah fight since it's mech versus the Old One. Once I did defeat him and break his leg in half, Prince Azrak finally came down from his ship and confronted me.
As king, so long as you are the only one they fear.
Okay, it is time for the Prince Azrak fight. The first phase just consisted of him aura farming, since every time Doomguy got close, he would just shoot him away, throw his shield back, or just plain old smack him. But even with all of this, after I drain his health bar to nothing, Doomguy smacks him in the face with his shield and makes him bleed 1 drop of blood. Yeah, now he really thinks he's Thanos.
All that for a drop of blood.
Now to start the second phase, he rips off all of his clothes and shows off his wings. What the fuck is this game? And starts phase 2. I won't lie, this is by far my favorite fight from this game, since there's a lot of parrying and dodging and really has a different feel from the others. At the end of the phase, we defeat Azrak and get entered into a cutscene. Yeah, fuck no. He did not just kill Doomguy's dragon. With Azrak defeated, rip out the heart of Argent and give it back to Thera to save her from her captivity. Azrak also fled back to hell because apparently we didn't kill him, whatever, and so we needed to do one last chapter to actually kill Azrak. Ending the chapter also got me this trophy too. Chapter 22 had all the Sentinels, including Thera, traveling to hell to take down Azrak and the army. Not even 2 minutes into this chapter, I ran to my last codex page and grabbed it for the trophy. After progressing some more into the chapter, I ran to my last toy and grabbed it for another trophy. I also didn't realize I had enough gold to fully upgrade everything, so I doubled back and went to the upgrade station and got 5 trophies, all related to weapon upgrades and shield upgrades. Acquiring my first weapon upgrade, acquiring all upgrades for a shield rune, acquiring all shield upgrades, acquiring all shield, shield rune, and melee upgrades, and lastly acquiring all melee weapon upgrades. About 4 minutes later, I ran into my last mini boss for my last essence. These enemies are basically just a bullet sponge, and it took me like no time to defeat it, and I grabbed the armor essence for the armor essence trophy, and acquiring all essence trophy. Okay, time to kill Azrak and the witch. This fight was pretty much just one fight after another, since it didn't even tag team me at once, and just took turns getting rocked by Doomguy. Also, during this fight, I got my first weapon mastery on the super shotgun, since his gun is OP in this game. After I killed the witch pretty easily, I turned my attention back to Azrak, where I finally defeated him and the witch once and for all. The last cutscene showed Doomguy slicing off Azrak's head and throwing it to Hell's forces to show them who's the leader, and he had them scurrying away faster than the kids running from the cheese touch. Back at the Sentinel HQ, Doomguy gets praised for his greatness and being a hero, and with that, it ends. Time for stage 2, the cleanup. I only had 2 trophies left, and the first was for completing all chapter challenges. I had a couple left, but the last one I needed to get was for killing 75 enemies using Berserk. So I loaded up this chapter and farmed his enemies until I completed it and got the trophy. Now the last trophy was from unlocking all weapon masteries. In the beginning of chapter 20 at the first turret, you can just farm these masteries with no fail. So all I did was sit in this chapter for like an hour or two, completed all the masteries one by one until I got to the last one, where I completed it and unlocked the trophy and the platinum. And that is Doom of Dark Age's platinum trophy. This is by far my favorite Doom game I've played, and I don't even think it's close. If I had to rate it, I'll give it like an 88%, just a little higher than Doom Eternal. Also, if I had to give a platinum rating, I'll give it a 100% since it's so simple and requires little to no cleanup to get if you do everything right. And for my final Doom game ranking, I'll go Doom of Dark Ages at 1, Doom Eternal at 2, and Doom 2016 at the 3. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and this series. I'm going to try to be more consistent going forward with the videos, so be sure to continue supporting. We're going to road to 200 subs, so be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and that's pretty much it. Later.